Wow, what an angelic performance. Her hands move with such elegance.
Yeah, she reminds me of someone else who is also angelic, elegant, and beautiful.
Oh,
someone who we've worked really closely with this past year.
You're right. Next up, we have our very own Leland Bridge President. She has spent countless nights and weekends dedicated to ensure that this event can run as smoothly as possible. This event truly would not have been possible without the work that she and the Leland Bridge Parent Board put into it. Please welcome the wonderful, the beautiful Mrs. Angela Hull.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Leland Bridge 9, 2022. My name is Angela, the president of Leland Bridge this year. Leland Bridge started in 21 years ago, and you may remember last year we just celebrate our 20th anniversary. As you know, in the past 2 years was very different. Same as Leland Bridge. 2 years ago, when the COVID just started in January, Leland Bridge heard many voices asking to cancel the event. I believe Joyce, our president that year, is under a lot of stress. However, we make it that year. Last year, unfortunately, COVID still goes on. But we believe we must keep going because it was 20th birthday for Leland Bridge. So we changed to online stream. If all of you remember, we also did it very successful. This year, we are not afraid of COVID anymore. Why? Does anybody know? Does anyone has a scout at home?
Yeah.
Do you know what is a scout motto?
Be prepared.
Yes. Be prepared. We are fully prepared this year. The board member and all the volunteers work very hard to make sure every detail and to make sure that all of you are safe to attend this event. So that's why you and I are here this year. I'm sorry, I'm too nervous. Yeah. This is my first time to speak in this big event with so many people here. So I want to thank all the people here right now. I also see our councilman, our city councilman, Mr. Matt Mahan. I know he has a busy schedule, but he's here with us to celebrate. Thank you for coming. Our dear Leland President, Mr. Park and his wife Lily, and our Leland teachers, thank you for coming to join us. I also see a couple of Leland Bridge former presidents, Maggie and Kathy. Thanks for coming over to support us. Thank you. Do you like our MC tonight?
Yeah.
Do you like our program so far? Yeah. I believe this is from the bottom of your heart, as I do. Yeah. So I've been watching those kids practice very hard, night and day. And I can tell I was impressed, very impressed when I saw their performance in the rehearsal. So I want to tell teachers, if those students forgot to turn their homework, or did not do the good in the testing, or even step in your class, please forgive them and give them a chance for makeup. Because they were trying very hard just for tonight. Okay. Finally, I want to thank our student volunteer and our board member and our adult volunteers, especially for the sound system and the lighting system. You probably doesn't know. I think we have a little bit technical issue. I think 2 weeks ago, and they've been working very hard to make sure it's working. So I want to thank them. So can you please turn on the light? So I want all the volunteer, all the board member, and all the adult volunteers stand up. Please turn on the. Yeah, I want everybody. Okay. Okay, finally, let's keep the show going.
Thank you to Mrs. Angela Hung for the wonderful speech, or whom should I call Mom? Next, we have the man we've finally been waiting for. The man who has a great work ethic and whose name is strikingly similar to a well-known superhero.
That's right. This is the man who's been working 24/7, tirelessly, to help keep Leland a wonderful and safe learning environment for all of its students. Everyone, please join me in welcoming our beloved principal, Mr. Peter Parr.
All right, good evening, Leland Chargers. Happy New Year, the year of the tiger. I had to Google the tiger to find out its attributes, and the Google said it has attributes of bravery, confidence, and a strong will. I thought to myself, how fitting that those attributes perfectly represent Leland Bridge Night. And I'm going to explain by echoing some of the things that our President Hung has already mentioned. For example, in February of 2020, when we were just learning about the coronavirus, there was a lot of tension to whether or not to go on with Leland Bridge. It took a lot of bravery from the team led by President Joyce Yu to continue on with the event, thus persevering despite the fears. In February of 2021, under the leadership of President Annie Huang, Leland Bridge Night went virtual. Talk about having the confidence in Team Leland Bridge to think outside the box to keep this important event going, despite not having a physical venue. Of course, this year, in the year of the tiger, under the leadership of President Angela Hung, the Leland Bridge team demonstrated a strong will, not only bring us back on campus, but having to overcome a lot of technical difficulties. And specifically, even all the way till last night, we were figuring out the technical issues. But here we are together again, celebrating the new year, culture, and each other. The best part for me, being the school's principal, is that this event features our talented students. In closing, I'm going to try out what my wife told me at 5:30 today. She taught me this phrase. And I heard Jasper say earlier that his mom's a Chinese teacher, so I'm a little nervous here. She asked me, how many Leland Bridge nights have we been to? And I said, at least 10. And she said, try saying this. So she said, "May your year be 十全十美，谢谢 and 新年快乐." All right. If the host would like to come back out, I'd be happy to hand off the microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Park. You know, when the Spider-Man comics first came out, portraying character Peter Parker, he was actually one of the first teenage superheroes, an idea that was completely original.
Really? Well, our next performance is completely original too. Here are Hanks and Alexander, along with their dancers, Sarah Sun and Sophia Ching, performing their own song about love, or 自亲自情.